who I love because of her mind.
Thank you,
She's been
Micke.
an educator for over 20 years here in Los Angeles. Native to Los Angeles, knows so much about Los Angeles. I love digging into her for information. And she has done a wonderful job with the show. We've had so many people just talk about the show, how well it was received. And let's just get started. I know, Liz, do you want to talk about your work tonight?
Sure. I should stand by it, right?
Sure, yeah.
So the piece that I have in the show, I am calling Gibberish. It's a collection of soft sculptures, and it's an ever-growing piece. I don't imagine that it'll ever be finished. It's made of the scraps of foam that I use for some of my larger sculptures, and I started making these pieces during the pandemic. My work is primarily interactive, and because of the proximity problems with the pandemic, I had to sort of break apart my practice. And so these pieces are wall pieces, and I just started making them to like play. I wanted to think about color and shape, and at the same time, I had a very small child who was learning how to talk. And it was really fun and interesting to hear him fumble around the words and to sort of make words that sounded like words, that were almost language. And I really started to equate those with what I was doing in the studio. And mostly because if you've had kids, you know that like the studio time is there's not a lot of it, and so my studio had to come into the house, and so I would make these while I was with him, while he was playing and learning how to, talk, and so it's sort of overlapping, and I started to think about them as a sort of alphabet of sorts, an alphabet that was gibberish, that didn't have the same kind
That's
of
what I
name.
loved about it.
So yeah, it's ever growing and really about play and experimentation, and I imagine them going together in different ways, and kind of functioning in different levels of groupings. But yeah, it's been a really fun experiment. I think of it as like a